So, food in Minecraft is really useful. You can eat food, you can put it in your mouth and eat it, chomp the food and digest it, and maybe, just maybe, even eat it. Now, people often describe me as smart, funny, and a creative person.
Literally no one has ever said that, Joel.
So I've taken Minecraft food to the next level by doing something everyone wants to see. Build something out of it.
No one wants to see that, Joel.
Wrong! Haha, Luna Girl does. So take that, sheep who's using my voice only higher pitched. Let's build something out of these food blocks. Okay, brand new world, let's find somewhere to build this house. What the heck is this world generation? That is weird. Just here looks quite nice, we've got a nice little mountain range in the background. Let's flatten this out a little bit to make it a little bit easier to build on. Okay, that's looking a lot flatter. Let's get started. Now I'm going to be making 2 exceptions that aren't food, although technically one kind of is a drink. And those are glass and water. And you will see why a bit later. As far as I can tell, there are only 3 actual blocks that are food, and they are pumpkin, carved pumpkin, and watermelon. And then you've got this sort of half cake block slice thing, which acts really weirdly. So it's going to be a bit tricky, especially as these colours don't match. Now there are dried kelp blocks, but I'm not going to count this as food, as you have to make it out of kelp, which is only edible when dried. What I am going to allow though, although I'm not sure how useful they will be, is planted food, like beetroot, wheat, carrots and potatoes. And we can use mushrooms as well, although they've got to be placed in dark spaces, so not going to get much use out of it. What the heck? And there are a couple things that I have up my sleeve that we're going to try out. Alright, no more fussing around, let's get started with the building itself. I'm going to use pumpkins as the main building block, as I'm going to be using melon for the roof. Now I'm going to be using something else for the floor, however, which is kind of my little secret at the moment. And we're not just building any old house, oh no. We're going to try and build it in the style of a restaurant. For the corners, I'm alternating the carved pumpkins to make them look a bit more interesting, as otherwise it just looks like a pumpkin on one side, so I don't really want that. And these blocks are hideous, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like how they look. But we don't really have much choice, so we can't complain. So we've got this sort of L shape going on here, because this is going to be a drive-through restaurant. We're going to be able to drive through the straight of this side, and round the back here we'll add some drive-through windows. Genius, right? Building a restaurant out of food. Who would have thought it? My aim is to lure in Hansel and Gretel. So this back bit here is where the food will be prepared. We can't really add in furnaces, as that's not made out of food. Although it does produce food. It's made out of stone. I'm not sure if you tried to eat stone. Not very easy. And this is the entrance here, and this is where the food counter will be. And the counter is made of cakes, of course. And then we've got the order at the drive-thru, and then we've got the collect as well. And it's going to be a covered up drive-thru as well, just, you know, because we appreciate our customers here. In case it rains, we've got some nice melon to absorb the water and become a watermelon. So you, the customer, doesn't get wet. We'll put in a couple of pumpkin pillar supports. Quite like that. Pumpkin pillars. It's a nice ring to it. For the roof, I'm using melon, and I'm trying to make it look like those classic McDonald's roof where they're red and they've got the sort of yellow strips going up it. But I'm not sure what to use for the yellow strips. I might have to just use pumpkin. There we go. Doesn't look too bad with the orange. Now, seeing as I can't use torches, I'm going to have to use just natural light to light the inner of this place up. So we'll put some random windows in and do it in like sort of a sporadic way to make it look like it's kind of artsy and modern, when in fact that's not true at all. It just is because of the weird shape of the pumpkins. But it seems to give enough light in here, which is good. So now that it's looking all lit up and stuff, we should probably start work on the floor. And I have a bit of an idea of what we can do with the floor. Firstly, we need to clear out a layer. And you may notice a couple of items have appeared in my inventory. Those being a chicken spawn egg and some glass. As that's right, what other way can you get food in Minecraft? Animals. And what animal do we all hate on this YouTube channel? That's right, chickens. So I'm going to block off all exits. I'm going to get spawning some chickens in for our wonderful floor. And we're going to need a lot of chickens, I'm telling you right now. So we may be here a while. This is animal cruelty off the scales. Not only will people be standing above these chickens, which are encased in a glass floor, they're going to be neck and neck. Like, literally going to be as close as they can get to one another. And they're just going to be so crammed in. If any of these chickens are claustrophobic, oh my gosh, wouldn't want to be one of them. Imagine coming to eat at this restaurant made entirely of pumpkin and watermelon. You step in the front door to the sound of clucking, and you look below, and you see thousands of live chickens wandering around. We'll spawn some in a bit higher up to give them hope, but there is no hope. Now, we should be able to place some glass over the top of these chickens, and we get, in return, a nice white flooring. The only downside being it's quite loud. I like to think it's just part of the atmosphere of being in this restaurant. We'll add a little step inside with some cake, like so. You walk in and look at that, a floor of chickens. We're going to use the glass to fill in the windows as well. Now, if you work here, that might be a bit too much. Oh gosh, no, they're escaping. Stop! Oh no! Stop! I can't stop it. Ah! Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! Stop! Give me a sword. I need to clear these out. Stop escaping! There's too many of them. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Right. There we go. Oh my gosh! We finally entrapped them again. Right. Do a quick cleanup job. Oh my gosh! We've had to kill so much of our floor. This is a nightmare. This is an expense I didn't account for in the budget. The annoying thing is they make the babies harder to kill. Oh my gosh, please don't take that out of context. Okay, I think that's it. I think we've got them all. They'll regret the day they tried to escape me. And the other chickens are probably thinking, ah yes, more space for activities. Wrong. We're adding more chickens. Turning the volume down because I'm going a bit mad. We're gonna use some cakes here for the serving area. No, not again. Get back in. Oh no, how has this happened twice? Stop escaping. Oh, I've given them 2 places to escape from. Ah, stay in. You want to escape? This is what happens when you escape. Stupid chickens. Yeah, that's what I thought. Stay in there. You chickens will regret the day you messed with me. Alright, let's get this situation under control. Now for the back room, where all the cooking will be going on and stuff, which in reality would be soundproof, so you wouldn't be able to hear the chickens out front. Workers need a relaxing sort of sound instead of the constant hum of chickens talking to each other. Speaking of which, we'll just add a few more chickens in quickly. So we're going to have a more pleasant noise to listen to. And you're probably thinking, oh, Joel's going to add in some, like, serene setting with some nice flowers. Maybe a wheat floor. That would be lovely. No, no. Rabbits. Lots and lots of rabbits. Rabbits everywhere. And this is really nice for a flooring because it gives a sort of brown, black, and white sort of effect, which you don't normally get with most normal blocks. You kind of get it with like brown terracotta, but it just doesn't have the movement that the rabbits have. So that's why I'm using rabbits instead. And I would highly recommend using rabbits or chickens for your floors in your houses because it just really livens the place up, literally. Okay, that's probably enough. Those have time to spread out over there. My frame rate is getting ruined by this. So sorry if the video looks a bit choppy. That's because there's about 1,000 live animals in my floor. I should have probably built the rest of the house outside first. So I'm going to add another pumpkin pillar in here. For the outside a bit of the drive-through, we're going to use the glass method again. But no animals this time, as I feel like enough animals have suffered, to be honest. No! No! How? How has this happened? They're escaping. Oh gosh, they're mass escaping. We'll use the lava method again. I guess I'll let these ones go free. Nah, actually, can't be bothered. It might put off the wrong vibe to the customer that we actually like chickens in this area. We just don't want to be putting off the wrong signals, you know. We're gonna hoe this floor, and this is what the water is for. Look at this little guy floating down to me. What do you think you're doing? Get in the floor. So we place in the water 4 blocks apart like so, all the way around where the road of the drive-through would go. And then we can start hoeing the land. And the main vegetable we're going to use are carrots. Actually, we'll do carrots on everything but the outer layer, as we'll do beetroots on there. And we're probably going to have to come through and bone meal all of this at some point. And then we're going to get some regular wheat seeds and use them as an arrow, if I can. Let's see, of which direction to go in. And you should be able to see a very visible difference when I finally bone meal them all. Nice, all bone mealed. Let's add the glass on top. Before any mobs come and trample it down. I'm looking at you chickens, that's why I use you as a floor. So here you have it. You can follow the arrows round and it will tell you where to go in the drive-thru, which is really nice. We need to work on the outside a little bit. But first, let's quickly add in a few like little tables and chairs and even a bit of artistic decoration like this in the corners. I know we just say artistic decoration when I just add random stuff in. Got a nice bar by the window here so people can look out while they're sitting down. Round the back, let's pretend these are the ovens. Work surface and other little things like that, which are all made out of melon because that's all we have to use. A bit of cake as well. Entirely sure what any of that stuff does or is, but it's there. The outside, I want to do like a layer of plants around the outside, but we can't really use plants. But I have an idea, which is a little bit crazy, like most of my ideas, really. So let's see if it works. I'm gonna fill all of these little holes that I've made up with water. Grab some salmon spawn eggs, and some cod spawn eggs. If I do this, I believe these salmon will rise to the surface, kind of look like plants. Oh my gosh, yes. I'll do it with trout as well. The trout ones are a bit smaller, but we'll alternate them and hope they don't flap out and die, because that would be sad. Some lovely moving plants. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it looks so weird. Oh, and I forgot I can actually use real plants with these sweet berry bushes, which are new, on the side like so. Didn't really have to use the fish, but I think the fish are a nice touch. For the path up to the restaurant, we're going to use water again. I'm not sure whether to use pufferfish or kelp. What would pufferfish look like? Let's have a look what pufferfish would look like in a single hole. Pretty boring because they need to puff up and need to be in survival mode for that to happen. What the heck? They just suddenly started appearing everywhere. What? I didn't do that. They jumped out the hole. Oh well, they're probably going to die. I don't think they can survive. Let's do kelp then. We place pufferfish amongst the kelp. Would that work? Yeah, we'll do that. That's like a nice little watery food path. Oh, and in survival mode, let's try it. Oh, when you walk along, they puff up. Oh, that is beautiful. It's like a little entrance. That's awesome. I love that. Now we're going to make a little drive-through entrance that you often see and make a little border as well next to the drive-through. I wish there was such a thing as a food fence, but there isn't. Ooh, I've actually thought of a way to make this look like a fence. Water underneath the melon bits. And then you hoe the grass in between, and we plant some melon seeds in here. That's so much better. I like that a lot. And the piece de la resistance is we're going to make a pillar here, up really tall. And there you have it, the McDonald's M over the top of the drive-thru. Beautiful. Doesn't it just look so welcoming, this place? I might neaten it up a little bit by adding some cherry bushes along the edge here. Do these grow? It looks like they do. Can you bone meal them? Oh, you can. Lovely, some nice bushes along the edges there. Looks good. Finishing off the perfect McDonald's look. One of my finest works, if I do say so myself. That mountain range, that must be a lovely McDonald's to go to. And the best thing about it is you could eat every single part of it, apart from maybe the feathers from the chicken. And I wouldn't recommend eating pufferfish, to be honest. But there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you like my restaurant that is built completely out of Minecraft food. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you did enjoy this video. And if you've got any weird suggestions like this, then leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.